Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more content on personal finance and investing. Today, I want to talk about something that I think is really important for beginners, and that's how to grow your money through investing. Specifically, I want to share with you 5 investments that can help you turn $1,000 into $10,000 in just 2 years. Now I know what you're thinking, that sounds too good to be true, but stick with me and I'll explain how it's possible. First, let me just say that investing always involves some level of risk, and there are no guarantees, but with the right strategy and a bit of patience, it's definitely possible to grow your money over time. And if you're new to investing, don't worry, I'm going to break it down in a way that's easy to understand. The key is to start with a solid foundation, and that means choosing investments that have a proven track record of success. So let's dive right in and take a look at the first investment, which is a high-yield savings account. Now I know what you're thinking, a savings account isn't really an investment, but hear me out. A high-yield savings account can earn you around 2% interest per year, which may not sound like a lot, but it's a great place to start, especially if you're just beginning to build up your savings. And the best part is, it's extremely low risk, so you don't have to worry about losing your money. The second investment is a certificate of deposit, or CD. A CD is similar to a savings account, but you agree to keep your money locked in the account for a set period of time, usually ranging from a few months to a few years. In exchange for that, you'll earn a higher interest rate, typically between 3–5% per year. Now, the downside is that you'll face penalties if you withdraw your money before the term is up. But if you can afford to keep your money locked away, a CD can be a great option. The third investment is an index fund, which is a type of mutual fund that tracks a specific stock market index, such as the S&P 500. Index funds are a great way to diversify your portfolio and reduce your risk, because they spread your money across a wide range of stocks. And historically, the S&P 500 has performed very well over the long term, with average annual returns of around 10%. Now, I know that the stock market can be volatile, but if you're willing to hold on to your investment for at least 2 years, the chances of losing money are much lower. The fourth investment is a real estate investment trust, or REIT. A REIT is a company that owns or finances real estate properties, and it allows individuals to invest in real estate without directly managing physical properties. REITs can be a great way to earn rental income without the hassle of being a landlord, and they've historically provided strong returns, with average annual returns of around 8–10%. And the best part is, you can invest in REITs through a brokerage account, just like you would with stocks or mutual funds. The fifth and final investment is a peer-to-peer lending platform. Now, this one's a bit different, because you're essentially lending money to individuals or small businesses, rather than investing in a traditional asset like stocks or real estate. But the returns can be quite high, with average annual returns of around 6–8%. And the best part is, you can diversify your portfolio by lending to many different borrowers, which reduces your risk. Now, I want to talk about how you can use these investments to turn $1,000 into $10,000 in just 2 years. The key is to start by investing your $1,000 in a combination of these investments, and then adding to it regularly over time. For example, you could invest $500 in a high-yield savings account, $200 in a CD, $150 in an index fund, $50 in a REIT, and $100 in a peer-to-peer lending platform. Then each month, you could add an additional $50 or $100 to your investments and watch your money grow over time. Of course, the exact returns will depend on the specific investments you choose and the market conditions over the next 2 years. But if you're willing to take on a bit of risk and be patient, it's definitely possible to grow your money significantly. And the best part is, you can start with just $1,000 and add to it over time, so you don't need a lot of money to get started. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but what about the risks? And that's a great question. Investing always involves some level of risk, and there are no guarantees. But the key is to educate yourself and make informed decisions based on your own financial goals and risk tolerance. And if you're new to investing, it's always a good idea to start with a small amount of money and gradually add to it over time. In terms of specific numbers, let's assume that you invest your $1,000 in the combination of investments I mentioned earlier, and you add an additional $50 per month for 2 years. Using historical returns, it's possible that your investment could grow to around $5,000 or $6,000 over the next 2 years, assuming average annual returns of around 8–10%. But if you're willing to take on a bit more risk and invest in a combination of stocks and real estate, it's possible that your investment could grow to $10,000 or more, assuming average annual returns of around 15–20%. Of course, these are just rough estimates, and the actual returns will depend on a wide range of factors, including the specific investments you choose and the market conditions over the next 2 years. But the key is to start with a solid foundation and be patient, and you'll be surprised at how much your money can grow over time. In conclusion, growing your money through investing takes time and patience, but it's definitely possible to turn $1,000 into $10,000 in just 2 years. The key is to start with a solid foundation and choose investments that have a proven track record of success. And don't be afraid to take on a bit of risk, because that's where the biggest rewards are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.